that shit one time. Drop that shit one time. Drop that shit one time. Drop that shit one time. Like Coca Nostra. Coast to coast, I got them things. Like Coca Nostra. We doing it right now.
What up and welcome. We got Fremantle Battle League. I'm your host Asthmatic. We're here at Pure Apparel on High Street in fucking Fremantle. Shout outs to these guys for giving us a venue. Shout outs to High Stakes Apparel for throwing in shirts and shit for the winner of the Young Gunz tournament, and of course Sloth and fucking Soma and Scandal and the other producers throwing in beats and shit. Everybody makes a noise for all those people. We got the main event from the main card coming up right now. Man to my left, introduce yourself.
Yo, what up, it's Donkey. Shout out to all the boys who have supported me and shit. And shout out to Perth City motherfucking battles, let's do this.
Yeah. Man, I'm right, introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's a Drastik MC. Shout out to Screw Loose Liquid Flow. Shout out to the farmhouse that let Donkey out. About to get the poppin'.
Alright, who wants to call it? First motherfucker. I'm just gonna flip it, someone call it. Heads it is, we can do it. Tom Donkey, 2 minutes. Get your bars out, man.
Yo, this ain't the first time we've crossed paths. And every time that he drops bars, he thinks that he's top class. You think you're so boss? Nah, because if you were the boss, bruh, you'd be the face of Screw Loose and you're not, are ya? You know your biggest problem is your arrogance, eh? Your attitude display needs to drastically change. He's only rapping today because of the status of his mates. The only time he's solid on the tracks when he's catching a train. There's no denying that your boy's got a talent with flow, but that doesn't mean to say you're automatically dope. It doesn't give you right to diss this amateur bloke when you've had help in all your life and I've gone at it alone. If it wasn't for Az giving lessons, that's where his raps would be headed. You could give this kind of map and he'd still lack direction. Look at my career, now that's progression. Look at your career, now that's a friendship. Yeah, you see, cunt, you've had a helping hand, you're getting slapped and your boys, they ain't helping that. You're getting dealt the facts, you're getting sung by a father. Or murdering the family, the son and his father. Yo, he thinks that he rules me, but in our battles he has never won. Jealous of his boys because they're the only ones to get it done. So now watch me rule ya and win it when the ending comes. You might all think he's a ruler, but to me you'll never measure up. You think you're so dope because the boys that you got with ya take his mates out of his tracks and all of the songs fill up. Because they haven't stepped up's the only reason you got bigger. So to this match I said for sure, and I ain't talking the Swan River. You're like a shadow of Az, but as a solo your rep's hopeless. When he's in the light's only time that you get noticed. Even now, the motherfuckers here while I own ya. Makes sense because loyal pets don't stray far from their owners. Yo, let's take it back to my battles with Sloth. They were first times for me. So does it matter I lost? And I only lost to Az because I fucked my third. If I hadn't, he'd have gotten what he fucking deserved. And the dope po? Well, there's questioning that. It was piss and joke versus relevant fact. Either way, it doesn't matter because the time and place has led to now, and there's never been more pride at stake. Tell me what's it gonna do to your rep if you lose? See, for me it doesn't matter, bruh, the pressure's on you. So change your fucking tone, mate, because I don't like it. You're a negative guy and you're too closed-minded. You need to open your eyes a bit. I ain't joking, I'm right with this. Stop being so up yourself or no one will like your shit. Bars after bars after bars, that's all you heard from me. And this next bar I'm spitting, I stole in a burglary. My shit is real, my shit is dope, my shit is all authentic. Cause you can't spell bars without the arse in it.
This and that other faggots talking shit when the fact is I was writing rhymes when to me asthmatic was Matt Prince. First off, you got the wackest name in the game. Plain and simple, it describes the size of your brain. It implies you're not wise, which inspires me into flames. So I'm burning this jackass. This farm animal is getting blazed. This hillbilly must feel silly when real witty MCs hold the court. Evolve the sport to out of your league because your shoulder's tall. This midget thinks he's mighty. I think this midget is mighty suspicious. A tiny bit vicious, but overall a bitch just whining his riddance. Check it. He beat me in a freestyle comp that was judged by the crowd. And he brought more friends than me, so that's why they were loud. Yeah. I took the loss like a champ, silent and proud, knowing I freestyled all my bars and half of yours have been written down. This kid's a clown and needs to be sent to the dentist. You beating me is one thing, but how could you ever defeat the apprentice? Did I mention that him and Red set up the event? And when Donkey got out, the wild card battles was something they had to invent? Yeah. This isn't pretend, I catch the scent of the dog's act. And now I'm getting revenge for how this dog acts. Cop a long axe, I bomb tracks, this shit's illegal. I contact with strong facts and pierce our needles. Your song's lack, you're on crack and weird to people. Beyond that, in combat, let me spear this evil. Rat, you're on the snake that'll punch the horns back in your head. Take the thorns off of Jesus and lash your back with them instead. Your trash rhythm is dead and there's no rising after 3 days. Your reputation's dying, no reviving, watch it decay. Catch a KO with some uppercuts and overhands. Lady suck her down with a king's hit from no man's land. Fuck this faggot, this bitch loves my crew. Let's see how many times he can mention asthmatic or screw loose. Kennedy fam, Santos, DC, Soma or Sloth. Your rap schemes are played out, bitch boy, your technique is lost. I'm the boss, you're getting chopped, take the loss, it's not an option or a problem. Losing for you is a given, it happens often.
Do you really think I care about you? I don't care what you do. I'm saying I don't care because I don't care, it's the truth. I know it's fair to assume, but I'm making it a point so you're aware of it, dude. What I care about is the waste of all the air that you use and the fact that I could give him pointers where to improve. Do you think that I think he's the boss on air in the booth? If you do, you're wrong because I don't fucking care for your crew. You share names, share styles, probably fucking share in a room. Who'd be the groom? Judging by the hair, it'd be you. Drastik the house hubby. Sounds funny. I just want to say your wife, bro, is hands down ugly. Yo, you've only got a rep because you've been sucking the dick, you fucking prick. Straight up, I've had enough of your shit. You're nothing but a dud, so why you running your lips? Mate, you need to pipe down, like a plumber that's quit. The leader of his crew is like a mother to him. I'm the underdog, but you're underdogs. You're a son of a bitch. You're a fake, like a rapper with his gun and his clips, and I'm the real because I'd rather fucking punch with a fist. So let the punches begin. You've got no leadership ability. The only time he'd lead is if he'd lead a ship from Italy. So don't risk it, you'd sink it. You're not fit for the role. You need to do what you're told because it's him in control and that's weak. I'm just trying to help you fix all your faults. You're like the Eagles. You're consistent but you're missing the goals. Like it's Spin the Mic, where I beat this weak fuckwit. And it wasn't because of fans, it was because of your weak substance. When you're spitting a cappella when you're trying to beat someone, try some relevant bars and shit that actually means something. Me? I'm just honest, and that's a permanent lot. It's personal, that's why I'm merciless when versing a dog. You know I heard it, it's on, and you're deserving the squash. You're deserving of the serving of the murder I want. And they ask me, why is he deserving the squash? I'm concerned for your plot, what is the purpose you've got? Because he's an arrogant prick, and his verses are not. as high as mine are on the vertical notch, I take it further than God. You're getting burnt, getting given the lesson. The only time he'd be a king is if he picked him in Tekken. You can never be the man because he wins every second. A real man admits defeat or try to strip them of credit.
Yeah.
I went from not knowing how to free to the host of a league. I worked hard for it, but you don't know what that means. Eeyore.
You may all be thinking Donkey's coming with sharp clothes, but he's using exactly the same style as me versus Darko. He's writing his rhymes, you dog. Okay, this bloke's gay, with no say. If you're a donkey, then shit, call me Jose. With no brakes, you'll cop a whipping. You're no MC, you're known for long distance heavy lifting. Even with the best equipment, your death is instant. Who's impressed when they listen to this pest when he's spitting? No one would invest in your vision. It seems your quest and your mission is to fail because you and success are very distant. I'm leaving this persistent pest depressed and twisted with nothing less than fresh, consistent precision that the chef has compressed into bars of wisdom. Fuck your craft, who listens? Half the time you forget your bars and never improve like a dude in prison. It's the truth, you want the proof, I'll give it. Let us take a trip back to Melbourne where you lose because you did it. First interstate battle. Donkey's thinking he's gonna slay. Jumps on stage afraid and forgets everything he's made. But he's an MC and freestyling's a part of the trade. And Donkey freezes up like he's caught in the Ice Age. On the day it was strange, but now it remains funny. Seeing Donkey leave the room quick in a H. Murray. You flew out from WA claiming the turf, training your nerves for sustaining painful burns. You return concerned for what the future brings. You shame the name of Perth, so now your future stinks. Blue to pink and all the colours in the colour wheel. I'll beat you black and white, plain and simple, you got no fucking skill. I'll crush and kill, quick and fast like a rushy pill. You pick your ass, claim you're the shit and come with nothing real. This line-biting, rhyme-heisting white Viking will never come close to the heights that I'm climbing. Not because you're flying for nothing, it's because your rhyme book's bluffing and you spend all your time cooked clubbing. So, your missus left you. I'm thinking it's because you cheat on her, beat on her, and like a filthy pig you peed on her. There's no need to confirm, I'm guessing that it's all true. Just one question, why would you go back there and insert your ball juice? Your proof retards multiply. But that's enough for now. You get to listen to this shorter, older guy. Awesome, right?
Yeah, you talk a lot of shit, bruh, walk away. Your battles, freeze, written tracks, they sound all the same. If you think he's on par, that he's raw and worthy, I'll tell you right now he can't soar like this birdie. And if he wants to try, wants to prove that he's equal, just know he can't fly like this West Coast eagle. He wants to be a king, well he got Chris in the way. And what's a king really when I'm flipping the ace? You might be tough with rhymes and your raps are tight, but no matter what you do it won't make me fold. You want to front with nines, then I'll back with nines and leave this motherfucker's face full of 18 holes. You might be strong like iron, but know that I pack wood. You try me for length and you'll get golfed backwards. Here you go. Now that's the scheme. Relevant to one thing. Half the shit you're spitting here is relevant to nothing. Listen, that's certain. You act burner, but the fact is your rap's worthless. You told Darko you'd bring shame to his name till no one's heard of him. Now he's considered one of the best in Perth. That's how your manager worded it. You're a shit-talking bitch, and that is your true gender. And your crew see it too. That's why they're recruiting new members. You're going down the ranks, I like the sound of that. You're getting what you deserve, you have your mouth to thank. Because all the tracks you bust and all the battles you've done are full of empty threats. There's a fact for ya. I've had enough of hearing him say that he'll smash the cunt, he never backs it up. And that's whack as fuck. You're not a priority on my mind, honestly. Nothing you can say or rap or write's not stopping me. Nothing that you're spitting has surprised or astonished me. You'd have a better chance fucking winning 5 lotteries. I could never spend my whole life following a guy that's topping me. So the only way that you can be described is a wannabe. I got responsibilities, like being a good father. A bit like Az. We got kids to look after. But I'm not like him. Well, maybe only a quarter. Because unlike him, I don't have any daughters. Now, like I said in my last battle, I listen to all types of music, not just hip-hop based. I choose metal over hip-hop because half of hip-hop's fake. Look at Corey Taylor. Now that's an MC skill. Bring Slipknot here and they'll win 3-0. Dongs drop Steve whether on a rough beat because I never miss. Always drop a D on key. Like the band member Chris, dropping D on keys.
Nice.
That's right, motherfucker.
Nice.
In our last battle, he dissed Metallica. Now doing shit like that'll bring the true bitch out of ya. He has no respect for successful artists. And that's why you'll never be a successful artist. So for that, he's getting left with a kicked ass from the kick of the ass. Cause I kick gas. Now I'm finishing fast. Everything you're spitting sounds familiar, bruh. Wouldn't be the first time Az has gone and written a bitch bars. Well, take that, motherfucker.
He's trying to act sharp and rip apart my crew when it's pretty clear that the only one who likes to fuck Az's ass is you. Yo, you want to know why a donkey's shit at rapping? His favourite MCs are Lil Wayne and Lily Allen. There's no gifted passion, explicit action. You're no wizard with the wisdom when you spit and you're lacking. I look at this bitch like who's scary? I'm not afraid of a junked out version of Drew Carey. I'm Wayne Brady in this game, baby. I'm Wayne Brady in this game, baby. And this dude's 30 and insane crazy with a name taking him to an early grave like a deranged navy. You're looking strange, scaly, like a man I couldn't trust, so our hands wouldn't touch on any transit you can't. With any punch from the front, I'm laying donkey flat, because I know a donkey is only dangerous from the back. How donkey get his name? How wise is this? He got a shopping, offering, free rides to kids. I was amazed when I found out you had a child. I legit thought you were a registered pedophile. Get a dog, brother, I'm taking you through the matrix. Take this, liquid flow to the vein quick. I'm David Blaine, mixing method and magic. And Chris Blewett, thinking meth is magic. Step and get slept, you spastic. Fuck the hype. He started rapping one night when he mistook the mic for a giant pipe. Tonight you're dying twice. Fuck a body bag, I'll let your body drag behind my car like a block of ice. This is PCB's host, due to a special arrangement. If you ask me, I'd say Red couldn't pick a more special replacement. PCB was a league and its reputation is ancient, and now it's been handed to you to be shat on and tainted. You and failure are well acquainted, and I'm wondering what's the source. I'm thinking it's because donkey is just a dog that's trying to be a horse. Feel the force of this juggernaut, I don't care if you think it's false or not. But this whole time your girl's been fucking sloth. What?
Bullshit.
Yo, Seth, aka Def, repping that Genova effect. I just watched Donkey vs Drastik. Really fucking dope battle. Real good, consistent bars, jokes, had everything in there pretty much. I reckon I was going to go over OT, but I reevaluated my judgment, and I reckon Drastik took the second. He definitely gets beasted the second. And Donkey's opening round, his first round, I reckon he took that too. And Donkey took the first and the third, so I'll give it 2-1 to Donkey. Yeah, easy. Thanks.
Am I allowed to say that? If I want to say that, okay. Alright, look, I'm going to try and break this down as best I can. That was a fucking heated battle. Both of those dudes came in crazy. I know Drastik had a few slips in the third round, but I think they were hardly noticeable. I don't know, Donkey had a small one in the first as well, but I can't really match with both of those. They're both, the content they had, the bars, they were both on point. They came with personals, they attacked each other how it should be. I really can't find a winner. I feel like I slightly want to edge it 2-1 to Donkey, slightly, but I really feel that needs an OT because I want to see who's the better freestyle Tyler. Darko, motherfucker.
Not that my judgment really matters up to now, but first round, edged it to Drastik. Second round, I reckon it was clearly edged to Donkey. And the third round, it literally came down to one thing, and one thing only for me. And Drastik had 2 slip-ups, and Donkey did not slip up once in his third, so third round to Donkey.
Make some fucking noise right now. Fremantle Battle League, we just had a crazy fucking main event battle. Shout outs to these 2 motherfuckers. Shout outs to my homeboys T's, all you tattooed motherfuckers looking like Darko and shit. Fucking ink is my drug, you know, that's the fucking ink lovers brand, man. So yeah, straight out shout outs to those cunts. Yeah, the judges did their thing, went 2-1 to Donkey. FBO, let's do it.